All right, welcome everybody to Tool Time Tuesday. We're going to wait another minute for more people to join us, and we will start right at 12 o'clock. Trying to unassign instructions. I'm not sure how to do that. Let's see. Yes, hold on. If everyone can hold on 1 second, we do have interpretation services now, and so I am going to hand it over to our interpreter for a second. On Okay, 1 second, Felipe. Okay, Felipe, if you want to just let me know when you're all set and then we'll get started. Welcome to those that are joining us today. Happy Tuesday. We will begin in just another minute. And that's fine, Felipe. You can go ahead and post it in the chat. That's not a problem at all. So if you want to go ahead and do that, that'd be great. Not a problem. So welcome everyone to Tool Time Tuesday. My name is Andrea Young. I am ECAC's communications lead. And just for 1 second, I do want to mention that we do have interpretation services, Spanish interpretation now for our Tool Time Tuesday. So if you do need those services, you can read in the chat. We're going to have our interpreter write those instructions in there. So if you have any questions, you can comment there. So let me just make sure. And we are going to go ahead get started so Jenny has enough time for us. We are happy to have Jenny Hobbs with us today. She is with Advocates for Medically Fragile Kids, and she is going to provide a look at some new media channels that the organization has and will show us how you can use these tools to put more information into hands of parents. So I'm going to hand it over right to Jenny. Thank you, Jenny, for joining us.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. So I will just jump right in because I know we have a limited amount of time. So we're going to do this live. So apologize for any messages that might pop up during this. Okay. So you are probably familiar with our Facebook page, but I just wanted to point out a couple of things. Not only do we have a great discussion here, we post events here for things that are coming up in the future. Like, for example, there's a CAPC meeting. Is it? No, it's 2 weeks. No, next week. Okay. I can't do math
Next
right now.
week. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
going
so this
fast.
is next Thursday at 11, starting at 11:30. So you'll want to register there. The registration information is within the events always, whenever there's anything like that, where it's going to be virtual. So you'll want to go inside the event. Just saying that you are going on this doesn't help you. It might just remind you that it's coming up, but you have to actually go all the way in to here. I'll show you. Go all the way in, and then here is the link down here. So just so that we all know what we're dealing with. So the next thing I wanted to point out is media. We do have screenshots that maybe you remembered seeing somewhere but don't remember where it is now. Feel free to check that out, as well as some videos that have been done. And then files, whenever there's a document that needs to be shared with families, we can't put the document itself, you can't put a PDF in a post. So anytime we're dropping a file, it's going to end up here in this list. So I just dropped these three yesterday, actually. These are the documents that Medicaid sent. Well, actually, these two. The second and third one are the documents that Medicaid sent to case management agencies outlining what the rules and requirements were around. It says LRP, that's the legally responsible person. That means parent or legal guardian, for those to be the paid caregiver. And then this assessment tool is just how to rate the different ADLs, because the policy talks about uh, extensive to maximal assistance. This document defines what that means for each of the ADLs. So that can be really helpful. Okay, so you probably knew about that, but I have to always highlight too our beautiful new website. So we've got that. This is the home page. Um, if you click on waiver and Medicaid services and just kind of hover over it, it's broken down by the CAP-C waiver with different things here, innovations waiver, information there, Medicaid state plan services, and then quick links. And quick links has lots of different things. So there's like medical terminology here, how to find your fee schedule. The updated clinical coverage policy is always going to be here, along with the actual CMS approval document for CAP-C. We've got consumer direction paperwork, some other support materials, innovations waiver information, 1915I, what's available there, this is like the general link to all of the Medicaid policies, EPSDT fact sheet, early intervention, education related things, adult resources, so like transitioning to adulthood, along with the link to the Board of Nursing. And then we've just got some authorization paperwork for prior authorizations. Um, we also have a resource page that has lots of different things. Of note, this community resource is something that I will refer back to myself when I can't remember. I know that there's something that um, is available. For example, let's see, what's one I get a lot? Medical flight programs. So we've got three different ones here listed if you're needing to travel for care. Also, if you have something to submit for us to add to this, please let us know that. That's super helpful for us to make sure that um, we're providing the most comprehensive list that we can. Get involved here. This is where you're going to see our advocacy priorities, bills we're following, how to share your story, this is a great document put together by Moms Rising, and then sending an advocacy email. Now, I will fully admit this needs to be updated. And so these emails are also all over our Facebook page when there's something coming up. Sorry, our cat wants to join. Let me move her over here. She has her own little office chair beside me. But she has to walk across my desk to remind me that she's here. Okay, so our newest social media is our YouTube channel. It is great for me to take the time to write out something that is detailed and needs a lot of explanation, but that takes a lot of time. So what we started doing is trying to create short videos about different topics, so you can refer to it there as just another tool for sharing information. So this is what it looks like. It's under the Fragile Kids NC, is the tag. What do you call that, Andrea? In YouTube, I don't know what it's called. Um,
I can't think of it either.
yeah, our
Tagline,
name.
maybe.
Yeah, sure. Whatever it is there. That's how to find us. Look us up that way. We've put in videos about extraordinary circumstances. Now, these were done a month ago, and I'm proud to point out that while these were done a month ago, they still hold true despite all the things that everybody else was saying. The documents that were shared yesterday in writing are actually all the things that we already talked about a month ago. So I don't know why it took everyone else to get to that point, but that's where we are. So we broke down the extraordinary circumstances. This one is about the Medicaid funding shortfall. So why there's a provider cut right now. And this may not have been the shortest video. It doesn't say how long it is. Oh, there it is, 11:44. So it is a discussion with Dania and I think Alessandra was on there as well, just talking about it. So it wasn't just a presentation, but more of an engaged type thing. Um, I'm looking to get more of our things also translated into Spanish. We know that that is so, so important. Another one that I get questions on a lot is about what are all the other CAPC service options. So you can watch it there. Um, there's, yeah, we put our last Tool Time Tuesday up there. So look for videos to be posting weekly. I actually didn't post any this past weekend because of everything else that was going on. Um, but we have recorded a few more that I just need to do a little bit of editing on, so they may well show up this week. We've got a very long list of things that we want to do, and as you know, it just takes time. So if you are specifically looking for something that is not already here, please reach out to us. I will admit I've been a little behind with our emails because of the millions that I've been getting lately over extraordinary circumstances. But that seems to finally be settled after yesterday. And so I'm trying to dig out of a hole. But you can either email us, you can send us messages through YouTube. You can message me directly. You can't message the group on Facebook, but you're welcome to message me directly there. And my name is all over the Facebook page, so you would easily be able to find me and then, do the little message. And my messages are open for people to be able to reach out. So, um, yeah, let us know what you want because maybe other people's priorities aren't what ours are in terms of getting these videos produced. And we really do want this to be um, something that's beneficial for everyone. I will say, just to give you like a little bit of history, the reason I did the website and felt like that was so important when I was putting all my attention into this group is that I'm asked a lot of the same things over and over again. And the more people that ask me, the longer it takes me to respond on things. So I really wanted to sounds silly, but download as much information from my head as I could onto the website so that the information is always accessible and not just when I'm accessible. And so that's kind of the goal behind these videos as well, is I want to get information out there in a way that meets everyone's needs. Because some people don't want to read a long thing, but maybe they can listen to a video even while they're cooking dinner or something like that. Um, we want to touch on all the different learning styles and all the different ways that we know that parents of medically fragile kids and the greater community at large are busy and don't always have the time to search for something. So using the search bars on Facebook, I feel like is not as good, honestly, when you're trying to find something. But um, YouTube so far seems to be pretty good if you're looking within our site. And then, of course, we have the search bar also for the website. But if you if you need information quickly or you don't see what you're looking for, um, again, like I said, please let us know. We want to be a good resource for families and including for those parents that are up researching for their child's needs at, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. Because I've been there. And when you can't find what you need, it can be really frustrating. So, um, in general, the community has been great about letting us know what they want, but I just want to encourage you to continue that so we can build something together that is meaningful for everyone. Looks like maybe there's some chats or maybe not.
No
Oh,
questions, but a great comment about subscribing to your YouTube channel so that you do get notifications when there is a new video. That's a great way to make sure you're keeping up with all the information.
yes. Thanks. Alexandra is actually my social media expert.
Nice.
We probably should have had her do it. But anyway, yeah, so she's been guiding us and trying to build, especially the YouTube video and making it um, something in the future that we can uh, have more information available in the long term. And we're thinking about converting some of these videos into a podcast. Because it's interesting, every time I get on Zoom with Alexandra, I feel like we talk for an hour before we do anything. And then it's like, oh, that would have made a great podcast. So we've decided we're going to start recording every time we get on Zoom, in case it ends up being something that would be a good podcast. So I do see maybe something like that happening down the road. But if there's a priority that you guys see, feel free to let us know.
Great. Thank you so
And if
much,
there's
Jenny.
any other questions, I'm happy to answer them. I see our interpreter said it's a YouTube handle. So that's what it's called, a handle.
Yes,
Thank you for
that is it.
that. Like there's so many terms. Who can keep up?
Yeah, if anyone has any questions, we definitely have some time to answer those. I think these are such valuable resources for everyone. So please check out these. I did include the YouTube channel link and their Facebook link in the comment in the chat. So if anyone does have any questions, please let us know. While we're waiting, I am going to launch a poll. And if everyone can just take a couple minutes to fill out our poll, the grants that we work on require that we report back to them what we're doing is useful, relevant, and of high quality. So it's a very simple feedback. Just takes a minute or two, and we appreciate your feedback on our Tool Time Tuesday segments. And I also want to mention that next week on our Tool Time, we will be having Anastasia Newton, an ECAC parent educator, talk about virtual meetings 101. She'll explore how to navigate these meetings while still maintaining communication and collaboration. I know at this point, a lot of us probably are used to virtual meetings, but when it comes to especially IEP meetings, they can still be very different virtually. So this will be a great session to attend to get some quick information about that. Any other questions or any questions? We will send out this information to everyone. I'll include the links to these pages, Jenny, and then your information just so everyone has that. So we will definitely include that in a short email that will go out to everybody. And if there are no more questions, we can give you about 10 more minutes back in your day. I know everyone is busy. So thank you again.
I went fast thinking it was going to be hard to get through
Yeah.
Thursday.
That's quite all right. Yep. If anyone has questions, again, we'll send that information out to you for Jenny. And thank you so much for joining us. And we hope to see you next week. Thank you, everyone.